It now appears that the lawsuit against Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears is officially over. According to TMZ, who obtained court documents that stated that the plaintiff asked the judge to dismiss the case with prejudice, meaning that it cannot be refiled again. Jane Doe issued a statement saying, "My family and I have known Tiffany Haddish for many years, and we now know that she would never harm me or my brother or help anyone else do anything that could harm us. We wish Tiffany the best and are glad that we can all put this behind us." Today we have our Comedy Hype analyst, Yamanika Saunders, as well as Pierre calling into the show to give their thoughts and reactions. Now, we're right at the end of this, it seems. So, Pierre, I want to start with you. When you first heard this news break and hearing that it was dismissed, what was your reaction to it?
This whole circus blows to me. It was just a big S show. S is in Sam, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I mean, it's you know. So now artists got to worry about what they did a long time ago because they'll get sued and they have to pay money to get it squashed and stuff. And the public is hanging on stuff that happened a while back like that. Have you done anything while? I feel for entertainers who may have videos out there that's a while back. It's on now. You sue a rich enough person and they're gonna pay, they'll pay, they pay up. I'm not saying she's wrong for paying up. I understand by getting the shit show behind her, and behind Aries. I get it. It's an image crusher. And all those folks who was, hey, go to jail, Tiffany, go to jail, and go to jail, Aries. Well, now it's going to be dismissed and we're back to being okay. So that family that was saying, oh my God, I was tragic, traumatized, I'm hurt, I'm upset. Tiffany, I can't believe you did that to me. Now it's like, hey, I got paid. Hey, we good now, Tiffany. I know you wasn't going to hurt me. It's just a shit show. It's a damn shame. It's a shame. Now, for those who harping on it, it's child molestation. Okay, so let's say it's child molestation. Are you cool with the payment? Now it's cool. What are we doing? Or she still should go to jail? Or she still be traumatized? Or does money erase everything? And are you okay with money erasing everything?
Yeah, Monique, I'll bring that same question to you. When you heard that the case was dismissed through a settlement, what was your reaction to it?
Well, I think they had always been seeking financial compensation for what they went through. So it wasn't a surprise. I think the settlement probably helped them get what they wanted. As I said before, two things can be true. They could have been violated and also could be wanting money. I don't know. I also understand that in settlement, certain terms are agreed upon. So it may not necessarily be that they have this overwhelming or this 180 that they did in the situation where they're now speaking the praises of Tiffany. It may be part of the settlement that they are to say those things. We don't know. The settlements mean that we can't discuss things. Certain things aren't disclosed on both parties. So everybody else who was involved in this, as Pierre said, shit show, has to guess. They know what the terms are. We don't.
Right.
And in terms of I think there's a difference between, for example, doing a video where you may have said something that was inappropriate. Maybe you were making fun of people who were disabled, or maybe you were saying racist jokes, versus the conversation around this was the exploitation of children and putting them in inappropriate situations where they didn't belong. So I think regardless of whether they received a settlement or not, or money or whatever it is, I watched the video. I thought the video was inappropriate. At the very least, somebody should have gotten compensation for what they went through, and now they've got compensation.
Right. Now, a part of that settlement that you're speaking on, one of the things that they did publicly say is that they think that, both Tiffany and Aries should issue a public apology. Pierre, I'll come to you now that we see that they've reached a settlement. We've gotten a statement from the family. Do you still think it's necessary to hear an apology from Tiffany and Aries?
Do everything the public wants you to do. Do everything. If they want to tap dance, they got to tap dance. They got to go on a commercial, make commercials about child molestation, whatever you want to do. Whenever you sue somebody and the public doesn't like you, do whatever they want to get it passed. All that old tough talk. Now, these people will be up in the comments talking about, God would do that. Yeah, you have a 9-to-5 job. You ain't in the public's eye. If you're in the public's eye, people are suing you and people hate your ass, then do whatever, tap dance, whatever, because you guys on the public, if you don't like the person, you're going to hang on to them. So once this goes away, which is about to go away, you'll forget about it. By 6 months from now, you forgot that this whole video happened. In 4 months, what? I like Tiffany. Aries is okay with me now. He's funny. He got a funny video out. Tiffany got a new movie out. I'm loving that. So this part is over. It still happened, but it's over. And at the end of the day, you want it over. And if you got to tap dance, do it. Now you sit there and say, I ain't tap dancing because you ain't got no public life, okay? I mean, you ain't no public job. You got a 9-to-5 job. So you don't have to tap dance.
Yamaneika, let me bring you into this. What are your thoughts? Do you think that, they still owe them an apology now that we've reached a settlement and heard from the family, that all is well?
I don't know, Pierre. You're so entertaining. I'm just like, I don't know. I can't tap dance. I definitely know I can't tap dance, but I understand what Pierre is saying. I think, listen, the public got involved in a way, and I understand why the public got involved. Again, I think this is a special circumstance. We're talking about children, and we're talking about inappropriate situations that children were placed in. So I understand people being upset about that. A lot of people are parents. A lot of people have also been violated as children. So we get very sensitive about those type of topics. Yeah, I mean, just what I saw in the video, people should be apologizing. I think, my stance was never that, even with Aries Spears, who I really, for a lot of things that he's done, really don't care for his spirit. I never accused him. I said, we all have to see whether they did anything in terms of sexually violating them. But I did say at the very basis, that video that we watched and the things that we watched, did they have anybody on set? All of those things that we watched, anybody who watched it, that was enough for, in my opinion, a settlement and definitely apology. And then we can talk about what happened behind the scenes. So yeah, somebody should be apologizing for putting those kids. Once you put kids in situations like that, you are messing up their perspective on life. You're taking away their innocence. They're being involved in things that they shouldn't be involved in. Hey, I'm sorry that happened.
Right. No, I think you both are bringing up great points. And I want to dive in a little bit because I think both of you touched on this. And Pierre, I'm going to actually start with you. We can't deny that there has been a big shift in the response from, John and Jane Doe when it comes to, as people say, the energy with it. And Spears actually speaks to that as well, where he says, I hope that you all keep the same energy. And here's the response, because, at one point they were saying, hey, we want them to be arrested immediately, asking for an apology in addition to a financial settlement. But now here we are with a settlement, and now the family is just pretty much saying, hey, Tiffany, we know now that you would never harm us. So that brings up a question for a lot of people. So Pierre, I want to start with you. Does that response from the settlement of like, hey, now we understand that Tiffany would never harm us, does that make it look like it was more financially driven? Or do you think that the entire process was just the way that it had to go?
Really? Really? That's a question we're going to ask. It's funny. My sister, Yamaneika, just said about, we don't touch the children, whatever. I feel like we don't exploit nobody. I just don't understand how we pocket size people. Like, well, we can exploit grown folks, women, girls, or ladies, but children, no. I think we should stop putting everybody in a negative light. Because if a white man wears blackface and we say, well, he's a grown man, we ain't gonna really be mad at him. We ain't gonna ask him to sue him for doing disrespectful. Or a white guy has a cutoff head of Obama and says, this is Obama. Do we get mad at that? Do we want to sue him if he has a company? We go after that. I think we should not mess with anybody. But to put children in a situation that only children are not to be touched with, let's not mess with anybody, man. Let's not do that to anybody in a negative light. All right. So with that being said, yes, I think it's money driven. I think it's money driven. And why not? Why not? If you need money and a star did something, you push it. Yamaneika said there was nothing sexually done. Some people feel like that oil he put on his back. Whoa, you touched the boy. That's sexual. That's molesting the boy on screen when you put the oil on his back. When you fell into the water with him, that's molesting the boy. People don't care how much more you did behind the scenes. That was enough for people to say that was it. You and I might say that wasn't really, I was acting, whatever, but some people might say, that's enough. So, yeah, I think it's a money grab at the end of the day. Why not? Why not grab money? Shit, you got celebrities doing something you don't like and the public will be on your side. Why not go for the money? Y'all quick for it. Like, okay, let's get her. Let's get rid of his career, her career. Let's do it. I ain't supporting it no more. So why not? Anything you don't like about somebody, sue them. Famous, sue them. Y'all jump up. Nobody's gonna say, nah, that suit is frivolous. Get the hell out of here with that bullshit. Y'all ain't gonna do that. Y'all gonna be, yeah, let's get him. So I don't have a problem with her suing.
Yamaneika, let me ask you that same question. First we were hearing that they wanted both Tiffany and Aries to be arrested immediately, but now we're seeing that, you know, hey, all is well, Tiffany would never harm us. Does that response make it look like it was more financially driven, or do you think it's just kind of how it was all supposed to play out?
Well, let me just clear up two things from on behalf of myself. I don't think that only children should not be violated. That wasn't the point of what I was making. I don't think anything sexual, any sexual violation, anybody being abused. Obviously, I'm not somebody that supports that. So
Right.
I have to clear that up, because if not, they're going to get in the comment sections and think that is absolutely. I don't even know where that came from. That's not what I was saying at all. So what I meant was, I understand the heat and the energy that people are giving, because
Sure.
when it comes to children are seen as very defenseless and oftentimes can't speak for themselves and really don't have a voice. So
Sure.
I understand why people got upset. And in terms of having the same energy, listen, this is the most that Aries Spears has been talked about in eons. And you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, I'm sure he wants us all to keep the same energy of speaking about him. And in terms of what they said was, there wasn't a Tiffany and Aries would never do anything. There was a very clear divide about Tiffany. And it's back to what I said before. I said, I don't believe that she did anything. I don't think she thinks a lot of things through when it comes to comedy. So I don't think there was any ill intent on her behalf. When I said that, then I had people in the comments running their mouths about, oh, you don't want women to be accountable. I just said, woman or man, I did not believe that Tiffany, I mean, yeah. And I have been around her. Yeah, I've been around her, and I don't think she did. Do I know that you can be around people and they could still be abusers and you would never know it? Absolutely. But also, with that being known and being around her, I don't think she did anything other than just decide to do some stupid ass skit. And that's what it was. It was a stupid ass skit, and it went nowhere. It didn't move the dial forward on pedophilia or awareness at all. To say that it was a PSA is completely ridiculous. You didn't put it in any environment where it could be shared as a damn PSA. You threw it on Funny or Die, where you can make money off the hits. So don't act like we're stupid. Now that there's been a settlement, that also now people are going to go, oh, well, they just wanted money with a cash grab. A settlement does not say whether there was guilt or not guilt. Let's always remember, Michael Jackson kept settling, okay? Every time somebody said he touched a little boy, he went to go settle. Did that stop people thinking he was guilty of doing something? Absolutely not. I'm not here to drag him in. I'm just here to give this as an example. So in terms of where I've always been on the stance, we watched that video. What we saw with our own eyes was wickedly inappropriate, and it was not funny, and it made me cringe, and it made a lot of other people cringe in the process. If they wanted money for the shit that we watched them go through, and it was whatever it was, go ahead and pay them. If for them to get the money, they got to now say that Tiffany is their best friend and they getting ready to go to Disneyland with her and they got a damn show coming out on Nickelodeon. Good. But Aries Spears trying to bring his damn eyeballs into the situation again and act like, oh, keep that same energy, nigga. Nobody said nothing about you. You need to be quiet and be glad that this shit is going under the damn rug.
Right now, Yamaneika, you bring up a great point there. You know, just because a settlement is reached, it doesn't necessarily mean that anything changes within the public eye. People can still look at you as one way, and this could still have an effect on them. So, Yamaneika, I'll start with you with this question. What do you think moving forward looks like? And I know your answer may be different for both Tiffany and Aries, but, you know, if you are in this situation, what do you think the next steps are, or what does that look like to move forward past this situation?
I think people who are diehard Tiffany Haddish fans are always going to be diehard Tiffany Haddish fans. I think she's done enough outrageous shit that people understand where she's coming from, and she's fine. She got millions of dollars. Ain't nobody worrying about her. She's going to be good. In terms of Aries, his next step is he need to go ahead and sit down, write all his thoughts down, all his shit about Lizzo, why he got a problem with fat women, why his eyes is darker than a glad bag, why he wanted his mouth, why he got all the smoke in the world when it comes to attacking women, but is sitting there bowing down to Corey Holcomb because he know Corey Holcomb gonna run them hands. So, and he also need to talk about this situation and then put out a special, and then we can all run and see it and say, listen, can he make his tragedy funny? Because the thing about comedy is, I'm not above this, nor Pierre. We all can be doing up shit. We can be fucked up people. People don't like us, all kinds of shit. Can we now take this stuff and take it to the stage and make it funny? Can we let people see our perspective? So if he had any brains, he'd be working on the set. Go ahead and get this hour out and call it he, a Michael Jackson, Aries Spears story of whether I touched this little boy or not.
Damn.
Get it, bitch. Why?
Yeah.
Pierre, let me kick it over to you. What are your thoughts? What do you think moving forward looks like for Tiffany and Aries Spears?
You know, I can't. Well, I'm not gonna read the comments this one. I ain't gonna read the comments on this. I'm not gonna, because something about when I go right across the board, people just hate it. They just want you to hate somebody, hate this, I hate that. But I'll say this one to my sister, Yamini. I can tell how she feels about Aries Spears. I mean, you know, there's no love lost and there's no love. She can have her reasons. And the explanation of, you know, Tiffany made a mistake. Tiffany was in a dumb skit. Tiffany did, did some outrageous stuff and this. Okay, well, the same can be said with Aries. Aries was in a dumb skit, made a dumb skit. So he should get a pass as much as she has gotten a pass. However, the pass is going to be booked. So we can. If you don't like Aries, then you're not going to give him no pass. I get that. But I think they both need to, they both made a bad mistake. Chose a sketch that wasn't funny at all, didn't really work, and it came off bad across the board. So both of them are equally punishable, and both of them are equally given a pass, however, or relief. Now, moving forward, like Yamini said, Tiffany is more of a likable person. She has more likable stuff in the bank than Aries has. She don't come off as Aries angry. Aries likes to live in that zone of I'm a shit talking guy. Tiffany's not. People might not think she's most hilarious stand-up or whatever, but they still like her. She's very likable. So she's going to pass. She made the right move of getting that money out there and moving to pass. Yeah, it's going to be, as the future goes, the less you talk about it, the less it'll be brought up. Now, if it wasn't sued, if it wasn't paid off, we'd be talking about it every other week and keep on until it's paid off and went to court. This thing could stretch a year. And a year of this, them people yapping and talking about the baby, about the molestation, the pedophile stuff, would have kept their career in a limbo, or people looking at them. Now that she paid it off, it's going down. That's how it does. You go down and people kind of put it to the back. Sure, will people not ever remember this? No, but it won't be in the forefront of people's conversation about Tiffany 6 months or Aries 6 months from now. You know what I'm saying? So she did the right thing. So moving forward, it is going down. That's why you pay off people to make them quiet. These people, the mother and the kids, they're going to talk about it no more. It's moving to the side, and Tiffany can make more movies. Aries can do his thing more, and it moves up. And we'll be on something next week. Trust me. By next week, we're talking about something else. But if they didn't pay it off, we'll be talking about it every single week. And Comedy Hype likes that bull. So we'll be talking about that every week.
Cut it out. No, I appreciate you.
You know what, Pierre? But Pierre, let me say this. Sorry, Cynthia.
No, go ahead.
You say this. Mm-hmm. Now, you know good and well, because I would love, I talk to Pierre. I want to be on anything Pierre got going on. I right. That as much as they think we hate each other in the comments. No. I think Pierre is funny. And listen, Pierre got his bullshit with him, and I got my bullshit with me. Now, if Pierre asked me to be a part of something, and Pierre is a director, a producer, an executive producer, are you not these things?
Yes, I am. I make bad choices. I produce bad stuff.
Sure. If I get on a script with you and the shit don't look right, I'm not going to take as much responsibility as you being the producer. What I'm telling you is I don't think that Tiffany, it's not about me giving her a pass like that. Is that I don't think she was the person that came up with the idea and the way to execute it. If at any point in time, I felt that she was as much in the creative process as him, whether she's a woman or not, because I have to be very clear about that, because people want to act like Black women don't want to take accountability. It's not that. I don't think she was that involved in the creative process. And we know how nigga calls go. You get on the phone, you go, hey girl, listen, you know some kids? I need 2 kids. Yeah, we about to do this skit. You want to do this? Yeah, I got a nigga holding a camcorder and we about to rent this room at Airbnb. And she go, yeah, bet. And it's Aries. Those are how those kind of conversations go. You don't put them shit through. That's why I'm giving her a pass, not because I think she needs one because she's a woman or she's a Black.
Understood.
That's how I think it went down.
Okay, putting a knife in my back 6 inches or 12 inches, the knife is in my back.
Now, why you had to go there with the knife?
Okay. 12 inches or 6 inches. This ain't penis we're talking about. This ain't penis.
I was getting ready to say, Pierre, we talking about 6 inches or 12 because you can hit me with the 12, baby.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap us up because I know how y'all two get. I appreciate y'all for chiming in on this one. As I mentioned, of course, Aries has spoken, pretty much just saying, hey, I hope you guys keep the same energy. We have not heard from Tiffany, but the last thing that we did hear at the end of her statement, she said, I really look forward to being able to share a lot more about this situation as soon as I can. So maybe as this continues to unfold and the settlement all gets settled down in court, we'll be able to hear from Tiffany. But again, I appreciate you both for chiming in on this topic. Before we head out, I want to know what you have coming up. So, Yamanika, it's been a minute since I've seen you. What do you have coming up, and how can people follow you? And I love the glasses.
Love the glasses.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We all got glasses on today. You can follow me everything at Yamanika. This Friday, I will be at Uptown Theater in Napa, California. So if you want to get tickets, it'll be myself, Howie Mandel, and Maria Bamford. And we're doing a benefit for mental health. So listen, if you're in the area, come out, support. And I think in 2 weeks, I'll be in the House of Detroit Comedy Club. So I have to get some dates. So that's where I'm at.
Awesome. Pierre, what do you have coming up, and how can people follow you?
Well, I mean, I got my podcast coming up again. You know what it is. Boom, boom, boom. It is that. But no, at Comic PA on all social media platforms. Again, I love it when Yamanika comes in and when Capone and you guys. So it is what it is. I ain't doing nothing until the 8th of October. And I'll tell y'all then. I don't need no stalkers.
Well, I appreciate both of you very much for chiming in on this topic. Well, you heard from us. Now we want to hear from you in the comments below. What are your thoughts about Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears' case being dismissed? For Comedy Hype News, I'm Symphony Thompson.
I'm just glad I'm not suable. Thank God. I ain't got no money. Okay, you sue me. All you're going to get is practice suing me.
Hi, I'm Symphony Thompson. And one thing that my mama has always told me is, watch your tone, because I'm not one of your little friends. If I'm not alone and you've experienced this as well, like and share this post. And don't forget that you can join our movement by getting your very own My Mama Black hoodie at comedyhype.com/shop. We're in this together.